Welcome to another exciting announcement with Red Menace TV. I'm joined here by General Manager Matt Kayward of the Duke City Gladiators. If you're not recognized what that is the brand new professional indoor football team that'll be playing at Tingley Coliseum. Matt, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, there's a lot of exciting things, as you can imagine, going on with that. We have brought on a wonderful program. We've got local owners that have partnered up with myself to put together a brand new professional franchise right here in Albuquerque. We'll be playing our games at Tingley Coliseum. The name of the team is the Duke City Gladiators, playing at the Coliseum. And we plan on bringing very exciting, cutting-edge professional football to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Can you just talk about this? A lot of people got a sour taste in their mouth losing another team that was here in this area, but now all of a sudden, boom, there's another team right there. Can you just talk about how this all just kind of happened?
Yeah, this has been a dream of mine since I got back into pro football. Since I got into pro football a few years ago, went to a tryout for the very first time when the New Mexico Stars organization was first here in Rio Rancho, and was signed right there on the spot to play quarterback with them. Since then, I've dreamed of being in professional sports and professional football. I've been blessed to be able to be a part of the organization that was there out in Rio Rancho. It's unfortunate to hear that they've decided to close their doors down this coming season. I don't wish any ill will on anybody else, but we've got some exciting things going on. We were making plans to put together our team here in Albuquerque for next season, and then with the closing of the franchise out in Rio Rancho, we kind of moved up our start date. So we're going to get going right away this year. We've got a lot of exciting things. One of the things that's different than any other franchise in New Mexico football-wise is that our team is going to be owned by Albuquerqueans. We want this team to be home. The investment group that's putting the team together are all local people here for the most part. We've got we're going to sell 40% of this franchise is going to be sold to people here in Albuquerque. We want it to literally be a local owned football franchise. So we're going to be selling off 40% in the way of selling shares to the corporation. We're going to sell 400 shares. Those shares, all the details are on our website at DukeCityGladiators.com, DukeCityGladiators.com. But all the details are there. We're going to sell off 400 shares. There's $1,000 a share, and this team is going to be owned by local people here in Albuquerque. Now, with that ownership share, you get afforded a lot of things. The only seats that are going to be down on the field with the team and the players is going to be shareholders. There's going to be a private eating area, a lounge, shareholders lounge. There'll be annual shareholders meetings where you can meet the players and be a part of the leadership of the team and the direction of the team. You'll get game jerseys, footballs. You'll be afforded a lot of opportunities. You also get with the shares, you get lifetime season tickets right there on the field. So we want the team to be owned by the public right here in Albuquerque, and we've got plans for big plans for the future down the road. Eventually, our 5-year plan is to make this team an Arena One team. We believe we have an Arena One market here, which would afford us a lot of great things like a ESPN televised contract and those types of things. So we got big goals, big plans, and we're going to hit the ground running here very quickly.
A lot of people are going to talk about they've seen teams come and go. The New Mexico Scorpions, the Thunderbirds from the NBD League. Can you just talk about why is this one different than other teams we've seen come into this city?
I can't speak to why they failed. My own personal reasoning is they haven't had quite as much local roots that we're going to have. Our funding, the way we're going to fund the team and the way we're going to run the team is going to be different than any other team that's been in New Mexico. We believe that if it's a locally owned franchise, that people will be more involved. We want the public to be very much involved, and that's why 40% of the team is going to be owned by people here in Albuquerque with the interest here in Albuquerque. One of the reasons we named it the Duke City Gladiators, and then capitalizing on playing at the Coliseum, at Tingley Coliseum. We hope to have long-term goals with the people at Tingley. They're very excited about having us there. I think the city is going to get behind this in a big way. That's our hope. and the other things that we've got going on with our plans of putting together a youth football organization here at Tingley with our youth football league in the stadium, where kids can play in the stadium, right alongside some of the professional athletes that we bring in. We're going to do, lots of big events at the stadium. I think just the local aspect of ownership, me and alongside a couple other firemen, local firefighters that have their families and their lives and live and work here, are going to make up the majority of the ownership group. So it's local people that own it. We want to share this team with the public by allowing them to purchase shares into the business and be a part of it. And we got big plans for the show. I mean, the show is going to be not just football. We've got a great team that we've recruited, probably the best team that New Mexico's ever seen, or ever taken the field. We've got a great pick with our head coach. We're very lucky to have Coach Bramante on staff with us, and we've got big plans for the future of this franchise here.
Yeah, you just announced at the press conference that we're bringing on Coach Vermonte with the team. Can you talk about his philosophy, his dream, and is he here for the long term, you think?
Yeah, we're signing a long-term contract with Coach Vermonte. It's a 3-year deal. Coach Vermonte has committed to us for a long term. We'd sign a longer term deal, but we're not sure about how much longer, because he is an older guy, so we're not sure how much longer he's going to be with us. But I kid. All joking aside, Coach Bramante is absolutely hands down the best pro football coach I've ever had the opportunity to be with. Comes highly recommended by John Harbaugh, the world champion Baltimore Ravens coach. Comes with a great pedigree and a lot of wonderful connections. He's an excellent recruiter. He's recruited the best team that New Mexico has ever fielded. We've got great plans with Coach Vermonte, and then we want to do a lot of stuff with the youth and the native culture in the state. Coach Vermonte is here in New Mexico because of all of the tribes that surround Albuquerque. Him being a full-blooded Native American is going to open up some opportunities for us to make a difference in the Native community, and with the sports connection and those things, that affords us a lot of really good opportunities to make a difference in this community. We plan on doing a lot of community stuff. We're going to be giving back a lot. We've got plans in the works to do an anti-bullying campaign with all the high schools. We're going to be including the high schools in their bands and their football players and their athletes. We'll be giving out scholarships to student athletes this year. At all the games, we'll be giving out scholarships to student athletes. We're going to be giving back. This is going to be a community team, community owned and community run.
Can you just talk about I know there's not an announcement of a league yet, but can you talk about maybe what you're looking for when you join a league?
Yeah, one of the things that we're looking for is other stable teams. The professional sports, this type of venture can be risky. I think that we're set above any other teams in the country because of what we're doing during the day with our amateur league stuff, the semi-pro football organizations that we're teaming up with this year, the local television deals that we're doing, and then the youth sports stuff that we're doing, and then the backing that we get from the city and from Tingley Coliseum sets us apart from any of the others. What we look at when we join a league is other stable teams that have the same philosophy and the same goals and the same aspirations that we have, and that's being a community team, being here for the community. Athletics and professional sports is a platform. It's an opportunity for us to change the lives of the people in this community and make an impact by using that platform properly. And that's a personal goal of mine and something that I feel very strongly about, giving back to the community. I've served my entire life, either in the military, in the community as a fireman, in ministry as a pastor, and in chaplaincy work that I've done. So we're going to do a lot of community stuff. That's our goal and that's our mission.
How has it been, the reception you've gotten back with this from the community? How has that been?
It's been exciting. It has been incredibly exciting. I'm very overwhelmed. I've been lucky to be a part of the pro football team out in Rio Rancho up to this point, and it's night and day difference. Not that people weren't excited about what was going on out there, but being able to be in front and things here in Albuquerque. This is a bigger thing going on here, I think, and we're very excited about being a part of it. I think we're blessed about being a part of it. We want to share that with everybody. We want everybody to be a part of it with us. So.
A lot of people in New Mexico, when you speak on the college level or semi-pro teams that come in, they talk about local players, and because a lot of people think of New Mexico as the hole between Texas and Arizona. And is that still something you guys are looking to, bringing the guys from New Mexico State, Highlands, Western, Eastern, bringing those local players in if they're available to come in and play?
Absolutely. We recruit heavily here. We've got several former UNM players playing with us. Roland Bruno is going to be on our squad. We've got we've recruited Seth Smith, who's a New Mexico State alum. We've got linemen that we've recruited here locally. Brian Williams is going to be here. I mean, there's a lot of talent here in New Mexico, and we've been lucky to be able to recruit here locally. And having local guys is a big advantage to any franchise like this, and we're gonna capitalize on that. So we've got a lot of local guys coming back, and we recruit heavily here in New Mexico. So.
Can you talk? Is there any other players you can talk about that might be familiar faces to the arena football fans around here?
Yeah, we've got a lot of players that actually have committed to our franchise here in Albuquerque that played with the New Mexico Stars. A good portion of the players with the Stars last year are going to be coming back, and they're excited about being with us, and we're excited about having them. Players follow their coach, and all of those players are following their head coach. And we're very lucky to have Coach Ramonte on staff with us. It's going to set us apart. I mean, he was able to take the Stars to the championship game last year and did amazing things with his players last year, and the players did amazing things. So we've got a lot of great people coming back. Our starting quarterback is Casey Peters. He's signed with us. Who anybody who knows about New Mexico football, indoor football, they know that he had an outstanding year. So we've got Casey Peters coming back as our starting quarterback. We've got Dexter Manley coming back as one of our receivers. Roland Bruno's coming back. And we've got an incredibly talented staff coming in. We've gone out and recruited some great big guys and some great defensive players as well.
Just on the football side of things, just hearing those names make you excited, because
Sure does.
they had that connection between Dexter and Casey Peters a couple years ago. That was just unbelievable.
Incredible duo. I mean, those guys amassed and broke records. I know Casey still has a record that stands today at the most points scored in a LSFL game. And him and Dex teaming up on that, and then some other receivers were bringing in some guys, 6'5", 240 receivers. Our DBs are 6'5", 240 guys that are quick.
So physical football.
This is going to be a much more physical team.
Just talk about the timetable now. It's going to be moving very fast. It's moving fast. Already has.
It's moving very
Can you
quickly.
talk about training camp, season starts, and what's going on?
Our first game is slotted for the end of March. We've got training camp starting in the middle of this month, March 15th. We've got some exciting things. It's moving quick. I mean, we're going to hit the ground running. We're always looking for people that want to partner with us in the community. Pro football, this stadium that we're doing, we anticipate between 5,000 and 10,000 fans at every game. We're looking for food deals. We're looking for sponsors. We're looking for incredible amount of it takes a lot. It takes a community behind you in order to be successful in pro football, in indoor football. And we're going to need the backing. We're going to need the support from all the people here locally. So we're still looking for all that. If there's anybody out there that wants to team up with us.
All the contact information. Where can they go?
So the best way to get a hold of us is through the website, DukeCityGladiators.com. On that website, there's an investment page, there's a player page, there's a staff page with all the contact information for the staff. You can email us at dcgladiators@gmail.com or DukeCityGladiators@gmail.com.
He's Matt Kayward, General Manager, owner, Duke City Gladiators. I'm Wes Henderson. This is Red Menace TV, and we always like to call him the Kurt Warner of Albuquerque. Matt, we appreciate it, and we look forward to great things and moving forward with Red Menace TV and Duke City Gladiators.
Yeah, we look forward to a great relationship with Red Menace. Thanks so much, Chris.